Now today we are going to talking about a topic called as super keyword in Java. Like we have different keywords in Java, like final, the public, static, void, or this is different keywords out there. In the same fashion, we have also a keyword called as super. The main objective of this super keyword is they're having three different uses of this super keyword. Super can be used to refer immediate parent class instance variable. Immediate class parent instance variables in the sense, if you want to be access the parent class, the data member, you can access directly with the help of super dot the parent data member. Next, second uses, it can be used to invoke immediate parent class, the method. In the sense, for example, a method is available in parent class, a method. Again, the child also consisting the a method, the same method names. Now, if you want to be access the parent method, you can use just simple super dot that a method. Directly we can invoke that parent method. The third uses, we can invoke with the help of this super keyword the immediate parent class constructors also. We can also invoke that also. So what is the main objective of this super keyword is we can directly access the parent class data members, methods, constructors. That is the advantage of this super. Instead of creating a separate object for that parent class, instead of accessing that, simply with the help of super keyword, we can access. Now coming to the definition of super keyword in Java is a reference variable. Remember, the word reference means is a address pointing to the address of that, which is used to refer immediate parent class object. Okay. So wherever you are creating an instance of subclass or instance of a parent class is created implicitly, which is referred by a super reference variable. Whenever you create the instance of subclass means what? Creating an object for that subclass. An instance of that parent class is created implicitly, which is referred by super reference variable. The meaning of this one is, we'll explain here. Here class A is there, for example, class A is there. Okay. So some statements in the class A. Now you are extending class B. Now class B extends class A. Okay. Now when I'm creating instance of subclass means what here? B. How to create instance of subclass? Like say B equal to new B of this. When I create the instance of this subclass, automatically when I create the instance of a subclass, an instance of parent class is created implicitly. Implicitly it is created an instance of that, which is referred by super reference variable. Means when you create this one, when you create this instance of a subclass is a here, this one, created this one, automatically for a parent class, automatically an instance for the parent class. Who's the parent class here? A. Automatically the instance for that, it will be created. So to access that, you can use to access the B methods or to access the A methods, directly B object can be used. If we want to access the parent class data members or the methods or constructors, directly you can use super keyword. We'll see the example so that you can understand very clearly what actually we are talking about that. Okay. Now coming to the next usages. As I said, the first usage is we can use to refer immediate parent class instance variable. Immediate class instance variables means what? Directly, if you want to use the parent class data members, parent class, the variables, we can use super dot variable name. We can also, the second use is used to invoke immediate parent class method. Say parent class method consisting of a method called as ABC. If you want to use that method, super dot ABC, that method you can use it. We can also use to invoke immediate parent class constructor. Like we have in the parent class, the constructor A is there. To access that A constructor, super dot A constructor directly we can use it. Let me see a simple examples for each uses. Let me talk about the first uses. Super can be used to use immediate parent class instance variable. For this, I'm just taking a class called as animal here. In this one, I'm taking a string variable called as color. I'm assigning the value as white and end of the class here. And I am extending this animal class and creating a subclass called as dog, where dog extends animal class. And in the dog class, I am using the same variable that is called as color and assigning black. Okay. Now, in this dog class, I am creating one more defining a method called as print color. Inside that, I am going to be accessing color and super dot color. When you are accessing color means it is still in local. Still the class is not ended here. It is print color is the method which is there in the doc class, which is there in the doc class still. So that's why when you call directly with the name color without using any object name dot color, directly it will access this black. When you want to access the color of the parent, the color variable of parent, directly what you can do, you can use super dot color. That how we can be simply can be done. So this is called as immediate parent class instance variable. Immediate class parent instance variable is, this is the instance variable. Instance variable is available. To access that one, you can use super dot color. That is one way to access that. And coming to the class we are creating, test super one, and just calling the main method. And I'm creating the object for the D. Object for D means what? Object for dog. D is a object of dog. So D dot print color. When I call this one, automatically it will display the color and color of the child class, color of the parent class. So directly we can access that one. Now let me run the program so that we can understand very clearly about what we are going to discussing over here. Now we'll go for the practice programs here. This is the third way. Now what is the name of the program? Test Super Java 1. Test Super Java 1. This is the program, right? So here is a color and this is a color. So to access the local, directly we can use the variable name. To access the super class means to access the parent class, we can use the super dot color, and we are calling the class and main method. Just to go and run the program. I'm just going from here, the command prompt. So what is the name of the program? Test Super 1.java. I think any spelling mistakes? Okay. Now run the program. If you have no errors, Java space test super 1. You see black and white. So it will give the output as black first and next is white. Okay. That is the first uses of super keyword. Next, coming to the next uses, to invoke parent class method. To invoke the parent class method when it should be used if the subclass contains the same method. The parent class means subclass also having the same method name and parent class also having the same method name. To avoid, it is going to use method is overriding. Now here there is a difference between method overloading and method overwriting. Method overloading means what? Same method name with different parameters. Same method name with different parameters as well as different data types of the parameters. That is called as method overloading. In the same class, we are using same method name with the different parameters or with the different data types of the parameters. Overwriting means what? Means parent class is using say method called as eat, and child class also using a method called as eat. If the two different classes using same method name, then it is called as method overwriting. If the two different classes are using the same method name, then it is called as method overwriting. See the example. Now here the class called as animal. I am creating defining a method called as eat, nothing but eating, and end of the class here. Okay. Now I'm extending the animal class with the creating a subclass called as dog, and here I'm using a method called as eat, which is the method belongs to dog. Now I'm using another method in the dog class, it is bark. Another method called as work. Now this is end of the dog class. Now coming to the main method. Now in the main method, I'm keeping in a class called as test super 2. I'm calling the main method, and I'm creating the child class object here d dot work here. So d dot work means automatically once you call this one, it will be come back to here d work method. Now what is the first statement in the work method? Super dot e. So super dot e means it will not goes to here. Super dot e means it goes to calling this method. Now display the method output as eating. Now again it come back after the completion of that method. It will be again go to bark. Bark means here. The second output is barking, and it never calls the eat. Again once it is completed, it will come back to here and end of the program over this. So how we are going to calling the super class method? That is super dot eat. If you're not using super here, it will call which method? It will call this method because it is a local to the dog class. Okay. Now let me run the program so that you can understand very clearly. Test super class 2 here. I'll just open the code. See is a eat and here is a eat. Okay. Now to call that super class or the subclass we are going to using. If you want to class call the super class method, super dot the method. If you want the local method without using the super, you can use eat method. Now I'm just creating test super 2 here, and I'm calling the main method, creating the object and calling work. In the work, again, it is called super dot eat. And once the super dot eat is completed, now it will come back to barking. It will complete the bark. Now go to the command prompt. Just compile the program. What is the program name? Test super dot 2. That is second usage. If no errors, run the program. Use test super dot. See, eating and barking. Now what is eating here? Here eating is the here. It is the eating. Okay, and barking is this one. Now, if you say some small change in the program, what we'll do is we'll just remove the super now. We'll just remove the super. Now it will calls the local eat instead of the parent eat. Instead of this one, it will calls this way. Now what is the output here? Now the output is eating bread. After that, barking. Now previously, when you're running this one, it is a eating and barking. Now compile the program. Now run the program. Test super 2. See, eating bread and barking. So that is the second usage of the super, which can invoke parent class method. The third usage over here is just we are going to calling parent to invoke parent class constructor. To invoke parent class constructor, we are going to using super keyword. Now let me see how it is. Here the animal class is there. I am creating a constructor for this animal class, which is displaying animal is created. Now I'm extending the animal class and creating a subclass called as dog. Inside the dog, I'm creating a constructor called as dog, and I'm calling super here, and dog is created. So end of this two classes here. Now I'm calling the main method with the help of test super 3 class. I'm calling the main method. I'm creating an object D here. Once you create the object D here, automatically it calls the constructor, right? Already we have seen. If you call explicitly the constructor, it will call. If you're not called the implicitly it will be called the constructor. Now once you are calling D dog, D equal to new dog, automatically it goes to the constructor here. It will comes to here. What is the first statement here? Super. Super means automatically here super parenthesis it is using. Super, when you are using the super parenthesis, automatically it indicates is a calling a constructor. So the super, when you are using inside the dog constructor, now who is the super for dog? The who is the super means who is the parent of dog? That will call here. That is animal. It will call to that because it is extends. How you can be know the parent of dog is animal? Because it extends animal class. So dog is a child and animal is a parent. Now when you call a super constructor inside the child constructor, now automatically whoever the parent of that particular class or particular constructor, who is the parent of dog is animal, that will be called that. So the output first will display animal is created. Next output is dog is created. Now what is the output of this program? Animal is created. After that, dog is created. Let me see, run the program. So it is a test super 3.java. Now here is the program. Now here is the constructor of animal, and here is the constructor for dog. And I am calling this dog new constructor over here D. Now once you are going to calling here, once you're going to call directly, now compile the program. Just Java C space. What is the name of the program? Test super 3.java. Test super 3.java. Okay. Now once it is test super Java, run the program. Test super 3. See, animal is created, dog is created. Now we'll do one thing here. Instead of super calling here, just I will remove this super, or else I'll keep in comments. I will keep in comment. I'll save the program. Now what will happen? Once you create an object here, it will comes to here. Okay, it never calls the super constructor. Now what is the output? Only one line output. Run, compile, compile. Run the program. Test super 3. See what will happen here. We have compile Java C. Okay. You have to observe the output of this too. What will happen here? So when I compile this, automatically dog is created. Before dog, this animal is created, but also it is getting that also. How? Let me come to here. See, I have said you one point here. I have said you one point here. When you remember this point, whenever you create a instance of a subclass, an instance of parent class is created implicitly. An instance of that is created implicitly. Creating an instance means what? With the help of constructor only, it will create it. So which is referred by super reference variable. If you can refer the super reference variable, it will call that one. If you not at all call the super, automatically it will be called. So the output, that's what it is showing, that with the help of the super, the output is same. Animal is created, dog is created. Without the super, it is going to be creating, displaying the output, animal is created and dog is created, because it is going to be extended. This class is going to be extended by whom? Here the class is going to be extended. In this example, test super 3. Here you are going to be creating D object. Now, who is dog here? In this class dog, which is extended by animal. So automatically when you create an instance for dog, when you create an instance is what? Creating an object for dog, automatically animal constructor will be animal. For that also it is creating, implicitly it is creating an instance for that. Creating an instance is what? Calling that constructor. So creating an instance for D child, automatically it will create the instance for parent also. That's what it is showing clearly in the output. Okay, so that's about the super keyword. So the main objective of super keyword is to access the parent class instance variable, to invoke the parent class method, to invoke the parent class constructor. We can use the super keyword. That is the main purpose of super keyword.